Alright, this is Mark Twain, and I'm about to punk the Stephen Crane, famous author and writer, and he thinks he's going to a country club council meeting right now, but really he's going to be going to a one-room rave. Alright, right now we have Stephen Crane outside, and he's just entered my house, and he's about to get a little taste of the rave scene, low pro high school status. Alright, let's go check this punk out.
Hey, I'm here for the country club council meeting thing.
Oh, sweet! I'm glad you came. Let's go in.
Is that a camera?
I think, wait, no, I don't think that's a camera.
Oh. Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, you better park your thing and everything.
Hope I don't get a ticket.
Alright, for sure, you'll be good.
Alright, cool.
Well, this is where the council meeting is.
Oh, it's a pretty cool place.
Yeah,
Where is
thanks. It's right over here, actually.
Alright, let's go.
Let's check it out. Oh, yeah.
What is this?
You just got punked, bro! Whoa, dude.
Camera?
No, dude.
Hello, my original name was John Griffith of London. I was born in 1876 in San Francisco. Here's an interesting story though. The first time I had alcohol is when I was 5 years old. I worked various hard labor jobs such as pirating oysters on the San Francisco Bay, served on a fish patrol catching poachers, sailed the Pacific on a sealing ship, and joined Kelly's army of unemployed working men. I've also hoboed around the country. I also became familiar with socialism during my work, and eventually I became a writer to avoid the factory life. I published my first book, 1,000 Deaths, in 1899. I married my first wife, Bess Mattern, in 1900, that buried two of my daughters, Joanne and Bess. I followed the belief that mates should be for selective breeding, not love. 5 years later, I married the shining image of my female characters, who I traveled with on my ventures around the world. Unfortunately, later, I had developed a kidney disease of unknown origin. I later died of renal failure in November 22nd, 1916, on my own ranch, and it was believed to be, and morphine was believed to be the cause of death. I've written over 50 books and over 100 short stories in my career. I was one of the most publicized figures of my day, making my support of socialism, women's suffrage, and prohibition heard.
This is Jack London, the Wolfman, and I'm Mark Twain, otherwise known as Samuel Clemens. I was born in Florida, Missouri. I was the sixth child of John Marshall and Jane Lambton Clemens. I moved to Hannibal when I was in a riverbank town that was frequent stop for steamboats traveling the Mississippi, and I hoped to be a river pilot, but I ain't sure if that happened. Oh wait, it did happen. Sadly, when I was young, my father died, forcing my family into financial hardship. It was quite hard on my mother. She held on with 6 children. Since we were going through such hardship, at the age of 15, I decided to leave school and go to work as a printer in Hannibal. Jim Smiley and His Jumping Frog was my first short story. It was published in around 1866, and it appeared in the New York Saturday Press, and I heard it was pretty popular. I met this really nice lady, Olivia Langton, in 1869 from a sister's friend, and he ended up being my wife. So yeah, we got married later in life. After I married her in 1872, we had a son that was born later that year. Pretty cool. And then I also published my first book, The Gilded Age, 1874.
Oh, I love that book.
Yeah. Its title is given a name to an entire era of American history. I impacted those people because of my work, you know? Okay? Make a difference. 1876. And then apparently I had another child. Her name was Clara. The only one of my kids that actually outlived me. It's kind of sad. And then later in the 1880s, I ended up publishing The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and that was a big climactic change in my career. People got mad at me for using bad slang and stuff. I also had another baby named Jean. My fourth and final child. Me, on the other hand, I make babies because I love a woman, not because I'm down to make a bunch of babies. Like, 4 is enough, dude. I love them. But it's a memoir. Yeah. Of me as a steamboat pilot. My last novel was Pudd'nhead Wilson. After 10 difficult years, in the publishing house, Charles L. Webster and Company, I finally find myself essentially bankrupt. My close friend Henry Huselton takes over my finances, saving me from a big disaster. No one likes to be in debt. I tried to go on a lecture tour in order to pay back my creditors in 1896, and that worked out okay. My 24-year-old daughter, Susie, died from meningitis in the U.S. I was in Europe at the time. She was one of my closest daughters, and I never really fully recovered from her death. And it kind of paid a price on me. I wasn't as good as a writer because of that. And then, like, 2 years later, my wife dies, and that's a buzzkill. She had a serious 2-year illness, and I ended up dying after her. But I moved to New York City and began my autobiography before I died. Oh, my youngest daughter, Jean Clemens, dies after me. Sucks too.
Good evening, little boys and gentlemen. My name is Stephen Crane, and I was born on November 1st, 1871. In Newmark, New Jersey. My classmates, they remember me as a literate person, but I was very erratic. I enrolled in the coeducational boarding school, the Pennington Seminary, a ministerial school, 7 miles north of Trenton. Between 1895 and 1898, I acted as a reporter and war correspondent for an American newspaper syndicate. Unfortunately, I died on June 5th, 1900, from tuberculosis at age 28.
I developed my name Jack in my adolescent years. What's so funny?
Get back from it. No, it was perfect. Like,
Keep going, just keep going.
it's okay. The memories come to you.
I have worked various hard labor jobs.
dog is an actor.
Alright, keep going.
I can't do it when you're laughing.
This is good blooper stuff.